Hi, my name is Eric, and today I want to talk about the project that I did on whether sounding black is the same as speaking African American English. So the videos that I chose was based on the same context, Ain't I a Woman, originally by Sojourner Truth, and one of the order was Pat Theriot, and the other one was Kerry Washington. The reason for choosing the two videos based on the same context is that I could narrow down the independent variables into mainly phonology and prosody. And I also gave the audience a choice to choose from, which is the background of the orators, because that they might know who they are, and that could probably affect their choice. So, like, my hypothesis is that Pat Theriot would be considered more sounding black by the participants because of her tone, her rhythm, and her cadence. While like Kerry Washington is reading from a script and there must be rehearsal done, which makes it more unnatural and like more unlikely to sound black. So like my survey was given to 16 people and the result was quite interesting because some did fit my hypothesis and some did not. By looking into the results in question one, question two, and question three, I could see a correlation between prosody and sounding black. So I found that the higher the volume and the more rhythmic the speech is, people tend to categorize that as more sounding black. By looking into the results of question four and question five, I could see that when the same excerpt was in context, people will realize the grammatical difference in they is asking versus they asking. But if the same excerpt was in video context, people tend to ignore that. People tend to consider the prosody as the main factor of categorizing sounding black without mentioning the grammatical difference. Okay, so I also found a really interesting result that people who chose Kerry Washington as more sounding black will consider costumes and body postures as factors when categorizing sounding black. What are the implications? Well, first of all, I think that people without specific educations on this subject will consider this stuff as in a really prescriptive way. And the first factor is prosody. And so in the results in question one, two, and three, we found that a higher volume and more rhythmic speech will be characterized as sounding black. And that is probably due to people's image in black church singing or in rap songs. Another reason that people might pay attention on is what they see. And from those results who chose Kerry Washington as more sounding black, the reasoning they gave was that Kerry Washington is giving a more aggressive body posture, and this might be due to their image of black people giving those powerful, persuasive speeches like Martin Luther King. However, this could also be an explanation for anti-blackness because humans tend to base their knowledge on what they see and what they hear. And so those who choose to discriminate did not base their judgment on knowledge. And this is why it is hard to explain AAE as a language to some people during the Ebonics controversy because those people didn't even consider the culture in the first place. Back onto the subject. Is sounding black really the same as speaking African American English? I would say no. For sounding black is more about the phonological devices and the prosody of the speech, and sometimes it's affected by the eyesight if the eyesight is available. But for speaking African American English, it's like a collection of grammatical, phonological, prosodical, and a whole lot more features, and most importantly, the culture of African Americans itself. That's it for my final project and hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching.